Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Robby Layton with Robby Layton Nation, and on today's episode, we're gonna be doing a walk around of the shop. We'll be showing you guys the equipment that we use, showing you guys what our facility looks like, and we're gonna be meeting the crew. So when you walk into the shop, you're gonna be greeted by my beautiful wife, Demry.
Hi.
She is also our shop secretary. Okay, so we're gonna go behind the desk and we're gonna head out into the body shop. So this shop is 75 by 95. It is where we bring all the wrecked vehicles in. We do our teardowns, we do our body work, and then we send it over to the paint shop. First, we're gonna start with our frame rack and our frame equipment. Over here, we have our Chief fast anchoring package. This is what we use for full frame vehicles to anchor this to our frame rack. Over here, we have the biggest rack they sell for vehicles. It is a Goliath made by Chief. It'll fit a full 4-door long bed truck on it with room to spare. We have 3 towers. They're 360-degree rotating, so we can pull any angle that we want on any sort of collision repair job that we have over the road other than semis. We do not have a frame rack big enough to fix semis, but we will one day. Over here, we have our hydraulic unit. This runs the frame rack. We're equipped with a Chief laser lock measuring system. We have dual monitors. Right here is our laser. This goes underneath, measures the undercarriage of the vehicle. If you look on the wall, we have a whole set of Mo clamps, all the accessories that we need to attach to your frame so we can repair vehicles correctly. In our body shop, we're equipped with 2 humongous fans. If you look to the ceiling, you'll see them. Those keep the air circulating. We have radiant tube heaters. It's nice and comfortable for our technicians to work. Over here, we've got what's called a ProSpot i4S. This is a spot welder. This is what we use to weld panels back on vehicles. Look right here. That's the attachment that spot welds. We like tools. Don't know what else to say. So in this body shop, we can comfortably put 14 vehicles. With the aisle, we can put 19 cars. 19 cars is a little bit tight, but 14 cars we can comfortably work on in the body shop. We can put another 13 in the paint shop, 1 in the wash bay, 1 in the detail bay, and we can put 2 in the mechanic shop. We can fit a lot of vehicles in this shop. If only we had enough employees to work on every single one of them. Oh, look at that. We got Hillbilly and Dinner. Hi. This is Big Dinner. This is Hillbilly. Tyler and Tyler.
Which one?
When I first started for him, it was like the second day that I worked for him. I was a lot bigger than I am now. I was a big dude.
He's lost a lot of weight, and we're super proud of him.
He's like, you remind me of a guy that I knew, and the name was Big Dinner. And the name just stuck. Like, I've never really gone by my name, Tyler. I've had the nickname Turtle.
Turtle, or
Dinner.
Big Dinsky, or Dinsky, or Din Din.
It doesn't offend me at all.
Or I call him Dinsky Little.
So it doesn't offend me at all.
Who's your favorite boss?
Demry is.
Oh. Are you married?
Nope, single.
He's not married. He is single. And you can find Dinner on farmersonly.com.
No. That's me.
This is Hillbilly. Look at him.
I got it from Robby.
It makes sense.
I honestly don't know where he got it from.
Because he looks like a hillbilly.
I've been called Tex, Redneck, Cowboy.
It's Hillbilly. This is Hillbilly. So Hillbilly's worked for me on and off, in between derby cars and mechanical work and now collision repair work. He's gone back over the road trucking, but he keeps coming home to daddy.
My strong suit's mechanic.
He's very mechanically inclined. He is my full-time tow truck driver. I only make him go on tows alone when I don't want to go. That's usually at 1 o'clock in the morning. Are you married?
Yes.
How long have you been married? Holy crap, he doesn't know how long he's been married.
2016.
Okay, we think he was married in 2016. That is not verified. Now you guys know the nicknames I have for Hillbilly and Dinner and where they came from.
And his nickname is Daddy.
Because they always come running back to Daddy.
And the meal is not frozen. I did heat it up.
No, he didn't. Oh, I gotta look in the camera. I got yelled at today on YouTube. All right, moving right along. Let's get through this body shop. I'm gonna show you our first hoist. So right here we have a 10,000 pound Challenger lift. It's got the oversized height on it. That way we can lift transit vans and anything with higher roofs with the breeze. So we never smash roofs.
Need one for a dually now.
Hey Chris,
Howdy.
how are you?
I'm fine.
You're in the hot seat.
Oh joy.
This is our bodyman Chris.
How are you?
Chris is actually pretty new to us. Chris has been working with us for about 6 months. He came from another shop. How many years have you been doing collision repair?
10 years.
It's catching up to me. How old are you?
41.
No, wait, you always tell me that you're immortal.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
So,
Technically 41, but I'm immortal, so
Yeah.
take that what you will.
yeah, so it doesn't even matter his age. Are you married?
No.
Any kids that you know about?
2.
No. Perfect. So Chris's family, if you didn't know he has two, now you do. Chris is super good at body work. We thoroughly enjoy having him here.
Yeah, since you've been trying to hire me for the last 4 years.
No, longer than that. Probably 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, we're glad to have Chris a part of our crew. Moving on. We got a brand new Duramax that we just did the entire side on. We didn't film this. At this shop, we're doing about 45 wrecks a month, so we can't film every single thing. We're trying to film the things that are interesting. This one would have been cool, but it just got into it and forgot to start recording. We got Big Dinner finishing it up. We had Cody do the body work and we had Taylor do the paint work. Turning out really good. All right, so found another bodyman. This is Cody. We don't have a nickname for him. He'd probably beat us up. He's got the most experience out of the shop next to me. He's got a few more years on me, but as far as the rest of the crew, how many years have you been in the industry?
Just over 25.
So he's got 25 years. I'm going on my 17th year. How old are you?
Old enough to know better, but young enough to not care.
Perfect. Are you married?
No.
Ooh.
Ladies.
Dang. Divorcee. How many kids you got?
2 kids.
Boy, girl, girl, boy.
Boy and a girl and 1 grandkid and another grandkid on the way.
Well, congratulations. He is the grandpa of the shop.
That's his nickname, Grandpa.
Oh yeah, yeah. So there we go. Now Hillbilly's nicknamed him Grandpa. Cody's performing what we call a teardown. After he does the teardown, then we take all the photos and we write the estimate. We send it off to your insurance company. Then they approve it. Then we fix it. He's in the beginning stages of the repair process right now. Okay, so the next stop is going to be our parts room. This is where we receive and hold all of the parts that we use to repair your vehicles. Seems like a disaster. That's just because we got a lot of stuff packed in. Every one of these rows are jobs that are coming into the shop. So we start on the other side and we have a numbering system. So we go from 1 to 0. Any repair order number that the last digit is where the parts go. We have our AC machines. We have a brand new 1, 2, 3, 4 machine. We have the old type, the R134A. These are both automated machines, super awesome. They're built by Robby. We've got all our coolants and oils up on shelves out of the way. We have an overabundance of shop towels right here.
This is where I spend my morning at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Hillbilly comes in and he checks parts every single day. He shows up 4:30 a.m. to 5 a.m., checks parts, and then he mentally prepares for 8 o'clock. I don't know why he does that, but he does. I don't complain too much. Behind door number 1, this is our clip center. Every single clip we need to perform our work is in these drawers. They're all labeled, they're all categorized. You know, clips are one-time use, so we put brand new clips whenever we take them out. We've got our glass rack, and we've got our fire suppression system in the corner. And then this side is our return pile. Don't have a lot of returns. We pretty well only order what we need. This shop is a 99.9% OEM only parts usage shop. We do not use aftermarket. The only reason we would use aftermarket is if in the situation the part is not available and we have no choice. Other than that, it is 100% OEM. Moving on, I'm going to show you another one of our tools. This is a nitrogen plastic welder. It is made by Polyvance. It is the top of the line nitrogen plastic welder. What we can do with this machine is we can actually weld plastic back together. Super awesome. We've gotten good at it. This is different than the plastic welder that I used on the semi. This uses nitrogen shielding gas versus hot air. We use it all the time for all sorts of things in the collision repair industry. All right, I'm gonna take you in the break room. This is where our guys eat lunch. We've got a full kitchen. It's kind of a nice little area just to lounge and relax at lunch so that they don't have to go too far, take their hour, come back to work, and everybody's happy. All right, next up, we're gonna show you our mechanical shop. Come in. So in our mechanical shop, we have 2 working bays. We've got one with a hoist. This is our normal size Challenger hoist. It doesn't have the extension on the top. And then we have one open bay over here. This is where I house all of my tools. There's 9 toolboxes in this room, all mine. I have a tool problem in case you haven't noticed. I was told at a very young age by my father, you have to have the right tool for the job. The right tool makes you faster, more efficient, and more productive. So if there's a tool that makes my life or my guy's life easier, I'll buy it. I'm gonna show you the bay that we just kind of pull stuff in and do mechanical repairs on the ground. That's this bay. We've got a lot of stuff in here, been rearranging. We're just so busy, we have stuff everywhere. But we have a CNC plasma table over in the corner. We have a tire machine and a balancer in the back corner. And we have a nut and bolt bin over on the wall. In the later months, this becomes the derby shop. This is no longer the mechanical shop. This becomes my playground for my hobby. We build derby cars night and day. We go wreck them all through the summer months. Basically from May till the end of September, we're derbying every single weekend. And I'll show you what this wall over here means. On this wall is just a few of my trophies. Over the years are all my roof signs. If you look right up in the top in the center, you'll notice that that thing's burnt. In August of 2018, we had a total loss fire at our facility. So in the derby world, I was known as Thunderstruck. back a few years ago. This is gonna make sense for all you mutual viewers of Fab Rats. Take a look at what this says. That says Does It. That stands for Easy Does It Racing. Me and Paul Cox and Clay Stewart, we're all on a team. The little S is for Stewart Racing. That's for Paul Cox from Easy Does It, and Thunder is from Thunderstruck. Kind of gives you a little backstory of where me and Paul became friends. We've been demolition derbying for about 10 years. That's how we got to know Matt from Matt's Off-Road Recovery. Been derbying with him. The demolition derby world kind of brought us all together. Moving on, we're going to be heading into the wash bay. We have a built-in car wash on site. Okay, so coming to the wash bay, you'll notice right off, we have LED lights all the way around. This thing is super well lit, and we've got PVC paneling on the walls. Everything is waterproof inside this room. We have a hot and cold mixing valve over here for low pressure water. Everything in this shop is ran off a 90 grain commercial grade water softener. So we don't get water spots on our vehicles when we wash them to deliver them to the customers. We have a 2000 PSI hot seat upstairs in the mechanical room. That comes out through the center, comes down to our wand. It's all controlled, heated off of this control box on the wall. So you can turn the heat on and off from inside the wash bay. We have a vacuum system that we put in. We have a Eurovac 15 horsepower vacuum, central vacuum system that runs the wash bay, the detail bay, and one drop in the body shop. Turns on, it's super high powered. It makes carpets look awesome again. Over here, we have an industrial grade Optima steamer. Every single vehicle gets disinfected and sanitized before delivery by steam. It's super hot, don't know the exact temperature, but it is an awesome, awesome machine to have. This is not a paid promotion. I just want to introduce you guys to the best products I've ever found. So just about every single chemical that we use is made from Chemical Guys. They have the best car washes, they have the best cleaners. Everything we use is Chemical Guys. We love it. We even use microfiber wash from them. We reuse our microfibers, wash them. We have a laundry room upstairs that my guys can use to clean up all the detail rags. This is the best stuff you will ever use. This is called VRP. It stands for vinyl, rubber, and plastic. After we clean the interiors, we dress it with VRP. It's not greasy, it doesn't leave residue, and there's no silicone like there is in other products. Best stuff out there. Moving on to the paint shop. So inside this shop, the dimensions are 65 by 75. This is a dedicated paint facility. It is only used for paint prepping, paint masking, and painting. We do very minimal body work over here. So we have one more technician to find. His name is Taylor. He is our painter, prepper, masker. He basically takes care of the paint shop when I'm in the office. When I'm not in the booth, it's Taylor. This is an oversized booth that we had specifically designed for this shop. It is extra long and extra wide. We're 18 feet wide by 31.5 feet long. Plenty of room to have a 4-door long bed with all the doors open. Plenty of room to spare in front and back, so you can get all the way around that thing with ease. Full downdraft bake booth. Basically, this thing does everything for you besides spray the paint. Hello, Taylor.
Hello.
So this is Taylor. One of our production collision jobs is getting it all masked off. As soon as we're done talking to him, he's going to be getting all the paint sprayed on it, getting it laid down, clear it, so that we can assemble this thing tomorrow. Taylor, how long have you been in the collision industry?
Going on 6 years. I started actually polishing cars, which transformed into working at an auction. Me and Robby had known each other when we were younger, and he was like, hey, why don't you come up here and try it out? So never went back.
So I hold my guys to a pretty high standard. Taylor meets that standard. All of us kind of hold each other accountable to do the best work possible. The question, are you married?
I'm not married, but I do have a girlfriend that I've been with for a few years. And
Taylor is the dog person of the group, of our crew. How many dogs you got?
I got 3 dogs.
What's their names?
I got Callie, Miko, and Harley.
What kind of dogs are they?
Little Chihuahua, a Pit Bull Terrier, and a Akita Pit Bull Lab.
How old are you, Taylor?
I am 30 years old as of September.
old.
It's over the hill now.
We've got a pretty decently young crew, but that doesn't mean that we don't have a lot of knowledge. We've all been in the industry for a long time. Cumulatively, we have a ton of years of collision repair expertise. We'll show you one of our RR Fords fresh out of the booth. Any of you painters out there, you'll understand what RR is. Freshly painted and baked off today. Fresh.
Third one I've ever done.
Good job, Taylor.
Happy with the turnout.
Okay, to everybody else that doesn't know what RR is, it's ruby red. It is a tri-coat red from Ford. You put down your base coat, then you have to put a mid-coat tinted clear. So in the tinted clear, you put red, and then over top of that, you actually put your normal clear coat. I'm going to show you guys my compressor system that runs this shop next. I installed it myself. I'm super proud of it. It's all out of Prevost aluminum air piping. It's all balance looped through every shop, so it doesn't matter where you're at inside this shop, you will get the same pressure at any point, at any drop, at any time. We're at the compressor. What we've got here is a Kaiser. It's an SK15 air center. This, in my opinion, is the best air compressor you can buy. So what an air center means is you've got your screw compressor, and on the back side you have your refrigerated air dryer. This shop has 99.9% clean, dry air. The dew point is really low, so we don't get moisture in any part of the shop. Super, super awesome compressor. We have a 290 gallon receiver over here, so we have plenty of air at all times. We run a triple filter system from Kaiser. So you got your 3 filters. One's a coalescent filter, one's a particulate, and one's an oil filter. We've got automatic drains on both systems. Got a drain catch pan. You'll notice there's some hoses. I had all this piped into the bucket, but the problem with that is if we ever have an issue, you will never know that there's an issue because it's going in a catch pan. We actually unhooked our drains so that if we ever see moisture, we know that there's a problem. This is what runs the shop. This over here is our air makeup unit for our Nova Verta. So this is our air makeup unit. This is what heats the booth. This is what recirculates the air. This is basically the brain unit of the booth itself. On our air system, we run a fresh air hood from Seda. That's the hoods that we always have over our faces. It gives us clean, fresh air that's breathable. That way we don't get isocyanates in our eyes, and it's a lot more healthy than just a normal respirator with open eye mask. A lot better on your body. We know that chemicals are harsh, so we do whatever we can to protect ourselves. So we've showed you guys the shop. We've introduced you to some of our tools. You've met the crew. Any question that we missed or forgot, drop them in the comments. We'd love to answer them. We'll do another follow-up video at another time. As always, we appreciate you guys, and thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.